Hello and welcome to the Kayden Show, today's best country mix. And we have a very special guest with me today, Angel Vetrano. She has been somebody I've known for a while, and we just kind of got reconnected, and we have her back on the show today. So, Angel, how are you?
I'm doing fabulous and I'm so proud of you. You have come such a long way and I can't wait for all these other new opportunities to come to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I
Mhm.
appreciate that. So, you got a lot going on. Why don't you tell everyone what you are doing right now? A little bit about you and how you kind of got started with your book and everything.
Okay. Well, basically, I'm 52 years young. I feel amazing. I have been through over 38 years of violence and torture and trauma since I was a little girl. I was an abused child and I grew up in group homes and I went through a lot of abuse, a lot of different things, rape, molestation. I died giving birth and hemorrhaged to death, and spirit brought me back. And all the things that I've lived through, all the many tribulations and pain helped me to become who I am today. So I guess thank you. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
And then also now, I wrote my first book called Little Girl Lost: A Real Story of PTSD, so I could share everything that went through, so I could find my light in my darkness, so I could help somebody else. If I can make a difference in somebody else's life, and that's the reason why I'm here. So, I wrote the book 4 years ago, and I did it in a poetry way so people could relate.
Hmm.
I'm now working on my second book with the help of a woman named Debbie Hanson. And I'm really excited about it because it doesn't just talk about what I've lived through, but it also what I'm doing now, the positive people that we need to, whatever we've been through, whatever we've suffered through, PTSD, having it doesn't define us. And we can be anything we want to be and achieve anything we want. So I have done that, working on my second. I'm in two bands.
Hmm.
I'm in a cover alternative rock band called Lovesick Angel that I put together myself. I have an awesome bass player named Rick Gentry, and I have a wonderful guitar player named Jesse Larrabee. And now I'm in also, so I do alternative rock, Ozzy, Sabbath, Garbage, Cranberries, and I love to just be able to be on stage and help and show what I do. And then also I'm in a second band, which I put together with Norma Garza, and it's an original acoustic duet. So I get to write my own music now, and she does too. So it's totally been a total difference, total change. I'm also a psychic, as you know.
Hmm.
I've helped many people. I have um, shown what I can do. I'm not only an intuitive reader, but I'm also a personal life coach, and I'm also a Reiki master. So I've really come full circle. It's about like whatever I've lived through, I made it become a positive thing and not hold it into a negative thing. So many people, they make these excuses and they do horrible things to people, and
Hmm.
they say, well, it was because I was abused. That has no excuse. You know what I mean? It's no excuse. What we've been through doesn't make us horrible people. It doesn't make us to blame ourselves and put ourselves down.
Hmm.
And all these other people that come in our lives, they might say, oh, well, you were abused, so I have to treat you this way. You don't. You don't. People need to understand that no matter where you've lived through, you're a beautiful soul and you can do anything, and you should be treated with love and respect and not neglect and disrespect. You know what I mean? That's a big thing to me right now. So I'm also on, um, I have a Instagram called Intuitive Angel 22. And then I also have a TikTok, like so many people are doing TikTok, right? So I jumped on, but I'm only doing it about my what I can do to help somebody, talk about
Hmm.
my book. And also, I do my singing. So I also
Hmm.
sing on there. And then I have a YouTube called Angels Mystic Readings. So I think I've just anything and everything that I can do to get myself out there to help other people, to be on these shows, to
Hmm.
share my story. Do you have other questions about me?
I do. So, this is not really about you, but
Okay.
do you have any advice to those who might be struggling right now with PTSD? What would you say to them, Angel?
I would say that you are worth so much more. And whatever you're going through, do not let what happened in your past still have power over you.
Hmm.
It's all about taking our power back and saying, enough is enough. Whatever we have lived through, that's not who we are. And that's not the way we need to be treated. And if somebody's putting you down and you're not happy, stop staying in those relationships because it's not because you should and you're broken. It's because you're allowing yourself to now be in it. We take on our abuse when the abusers are gone. We become our abusers, we put ourselves down, and we need to stop all that. So, everyone out there that is going through it, that is suffering, know that this is all temporary. And
Hmm.
you need to start to bring in your light, your beautiful light. Today is new moon in Leo. It's about us manifesting and writing out our intentions and really jumping into it and not being afraid because fear is only false evidence appearing real. I have went through so much, yet I know that spirit is the one that helped and guided me, and I had to live in my light. And you should live in your light and not let anybody else try to dim it.
I agree. I agree. I think that's
Thank you.
super, definitely something to really remember. And like you said, Angel, if you're not happy, get out of that relationship. Or maybe it's not a relationship, maybe it's a family member that you're staying with, really
Mhm.
anything. Just get out of the situation that you're not happy with.
Yeah, and reach out to somebody. Don't hold it all in to
Yes.
the point
Yes.
where you're all of a sudden like suffocating inside and then you have nowhere else to go and you feel that darkness. Understand that you are beautiful and you're worth so much more and you don't deserve to ever be treated like this. The reason why I put myself out there so much is so people can come to me and I can do something to help them because I don't want anyone to ever suffer or be manipulated or be abused, be raped, molested, any of that, because we have a voice. And maybe when we were children, we didn't have one, but we have one now. We have a choice to make. We can make that choice to be,
Mhm.
I'm done with this. And that's a big thing for me. It's huge. It's huge.
Definitely, definitely. So, do you have any upcoming projects, whether that be with the band or anything new that you want to share with us?
Yes. So I am now, like I said, I just got my other musicians
Hmm.
together to build up my band because some things happened, and now I'm looking for a drummer to get it all together. I'm going to pull back and start to finish that book that I said I was doing, and
Hmm.
I'm also getting into acting
Oh,
and
wow.
modeling whatever I can do to share my soul because whatever I've had to go through, that was how I could escape from it. So we need to write our stuff out. I write a
Hmm.
lot. I'm really putting myself out there to write more and to finish this book. Oh, and I will even tell you the title. It's called Empowering You.
Wow, that sounds like a really good book so far. I'm super excited to read it.
Yeah. And this last book, did you read my last book? I don't remember.
I believe so. I think I read some of it, yeah, but it's been so long since I would probably have to read it again.
Did you want me to share one of the poems in it?
Yes, I would love
Okay.
for you to do that. Why don't you go ahead and do that?
Okay. It's called Hidden Faces. We are the ones whom you turn away. When we try to be held, you just push us away. Cold is in our hearts and fear is in our souls. The only door to exit is slowly beginning to close. The streets are filled with fire. The eyes grow weak with fear. Fading into the blackness, a young child's face appears. Clothes all torn, hair ripped out. War and blood is what it's now about. Running through the enemy lines as far as you can see. Dirty patterns and distant shadows of souls that fought to break free. The past still flashes, re-entering more pain, and the cries of the wounded still bleeding in vain. So that is basically looking into PTSD and living it
Mm-hmm.
in a child's eyes. That's what this book's about. It's about being a child and feeling lost, and then finding herself. Like, let's see, she's like a little girl.
Oh, there you go. Mm-hmm. Show
Yep,
us
yep.
there. There's the book there.
Yeah, she's a little girl, and she feels lost. And until she can actually believe and trust a light, she's lost inside. And once she finds her light, that's when she knows that she can do anything. And that's a big thing for me.
Definitely, definitely. So I know you've gotten so far with everything that you're doing. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years, Angel? Like, where do you want to be? I know you're got a lot going on right now and you're succeeding so much, which I'm also proud of you too.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'm alcohol free since January 2nd, 2020, on my own. And, my son, he's doing amazing. He's now 27.
Hmm.
I also have a 32-year-old. So I see myself really just living in that light, and being able to spread everything that I've learned and who I am to so many more people, and try to make a difference and actually make a difference in their lives. Also, I see myself married. I mean, I don't even have a boyfriend right now, but I feel like now, since I've been through so much, I've healed enough, and I'm ready to open myself to trust again. And that's a huge thing for me. My band, I'm really excited about, and then writing original songs so I can actually get them produced and out there so a lot of people can see it. And I was thinking about either doing a book and finding a ghostwriter or something to help me to really write everything that's happened in detail so I can really make a difference. And then maybe even a movie. I don't know. I just really believe that what has happened to me needs to be shown to the world, so nobody else, and to show that the positive side of it,
Right,
not
right.
the
Hmm.
negative side. There's so many things. We watch these movies and we're
Hmm.
like, oh God, he murdered Annie Pilko and stuff. Well, he was abused. No, that's not the reason. And that's the problem, is all these people that have the PTSD, they
Hmm.
really believe that they're bad because of what has happened to them.
Hmm.
And that's not
Not
true.
the case. No, not at all.
They need to celebrate themselves. So for me, 5 years from now, just being so well known, doing my readings as an intuitive reader, and really being able to use my Reiki to heal people and help them, to be that life coach that somebody can count on, and to show the world that I'm here to own it.
That is just fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. I definitely, a movie would be really cool, honestly. I think a movie, that could be brought in so many different ways. And I have a feeling, I mean, even if you were to pitch it to like a network or something, like, one of the big networks, I mean, I think that'd be a really good movie. And you never know, maybe they'd be interested in something like that.
I definitely will be talking to producers and people that I know, because I
Hmm.
really believe that all the things that I lived through, many people could never have lived through it. Not saying that they don't have horrible things in their lives. It's just, for me, the only way I could live was just become who I needed to be. You know, I had to
Hmm.
put that character mask on, actually, for so many years, put a mask on, to because I was so afraid of being who I really was. I mean, I didn't even go by Dawn Marie Vetrano until recently. Like Dawn Marie is recent, but I've been called Angel since I went into group homes at 14 years old, and even the drugs and stuff. I'm so proud. I really am proud of myself because I didn't let those drugs take my life. There was very many close calls and all the things that I've had, relationships and stuff, but they never took my life. And I really believe that spirit is always here. If you're religious or you're not, or you're spiritual, you have to just start to trust in that light. Bring it, brighten it, and grow it and become the light. And whatever keeps stopping you, burn it out, burn it away. Remember, this is new moon. This is
Mm-hmm.
new moon in Leo, right? So this is about like pushing forward and just doing anything we want to do and not letting anyone tell us we can't. That's a big thing. Look at you. I mean, you've started just a little bit here and there, and now so many people are starting to know who you are. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because you had dedication, you had focus and motivation, and that soul that wanted to
Mm-hmm.
be, wanted to hear, wanted to have your voice spoken, no matter what you've lived through. So that's a huge thing to me, you know. Um, and I'm really so blessed that on Yelp that I have these reviews, so people can actually go to it and
Mm-hmm.
see what I know, what I'm doing, that I am helping people, and I'm not, and those people that are ripoffs, it's really sad. But if we
Mm-hmm.
put in more positive energy and we really start to love each other, stop judging each other, start putting each other down, hating each other over what they look like or who they
Mm-hmm.
what they dress or who they are, and really just get to the core, because when it comes down to it, we're just empty shells
Mm-hmm.
in, and a spirit is in us. So that's what we need to do. We need to prove that we, just that little bit of love, that little bit of that smile, that that gesture is going to make such a change in this world. No matter what everybody else is doing, we can bring in love together. You know how, what does he said? I think it was John Lennon that said, give peace a chance. If we start here, it can spread to everyone in the whole entire
Mm-hmm.
universe. So that's a big thing. That's all, you know?
It is 100% a big thing.
Yeah.
And keeping it simple, just realizing that you have potential and you can do really anything you want in life. You just got to put in, like you said, dedication, focus,
Yeah.
and commitment. That's it.
And work.
And work. Yep.
Put that work in, you know?
Yes.
And no matter if you're, like a songwriter that's just starting out, but if you have something to say it, record it, because there's going to be somebody that's going to hear it and it will
Hmm.
spread to the world.
I agree. I agree. So, Angel, do you have a message to those who might be watching, listening, or any of your fans out there?
You know what? I appreciate and I love each and every one of you. Um, my mother and me, I forgave her for everything. And that was huge for me. So I'm growing that. I have a shout out to my son, Sebastian, and my other son, Anthony, my grandchildren, Noah and little Sebastian. And we're just building our family together. Um, I want to say I love you to all the beautiful people that have always been in my life and always been there for me, supported me, and never put me down. And my brother Larry, Aaron, he is amazing, and he's always had my back, and we call each other the Wonder Twins because we can do anything.
Yes. Hmm.
And so he's doing amazing. He's singing in his own band, Joker on Jack. So it's all about, the musicianal community, and all my friends and the real people that love and cherish
Hmm.
each other and my friendship. So I just want to say thank you. And I love you. And no matter what happens, wherever I go, I will never forget you and always bring you in with me and in my heart.
Fantastic. And do you want to let everyone know where they can find you on social media if they want to keep up with what you're doing? Because what you're doing is incredible.
Thank you. So, sure. I have a website, www.angelsmysticreadingsandmore.com. I have a YouTube channel, Angels Mystic Readings on YouTube, and my TikTok is Psychic Angel 222. And then I also have a website for my band, www.lovesickangel.com, and I'm on Facebook. And I mean, but I go by Dawn Marie now. So, and except for the people that I know, I'm always going to be Angel. I just do Dawn Marie because I got hacked. So I had to go
Yeah.
back to my real name. I lost everybody. But, so yeah, and my book is Little Girl Lost, a real story of PTSD on Amazon.com and Kindle. And look for my second one. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. And I'm just really happy and I'm very thankful that you had me on today. And I hope that me and you get to stay closer and closer and I get to see and support you as well.
That's fantastic. Well, Angel, is there anything that I forgot to mention that you would like to mention before we go today?
Just that to celebrate you, to empower you, and to always remember that you're loved. And no matter what you've lived through, it won't define you. It won't break you. It just ignites you and empowers you to be the woman or the man that you are. And don't let anyone else tell you different. No one.
I agree with that. Well, Angel Ventrano, thank you so much for coming on the show today, the Kayden
You're
Gordon Show
welcome.
today's Best Country Mix. We really do appreciate it, and it was awesome seeing you after so many years and having you back
Yeah,
on.
thank you. And I'll let you know about Love Sick Angel, what we're doing, and Angel Black, what me and Norma Garza are doing for our original music too.